friends, welcome back to our favorite night of the week, Dick Dialing Wednesday. But it's not all fun and games, okay? People got hurt tonight. Emotions are running high. Kelsey, Liza, Diana, honestly, after tonight's episode, I'm gonna need a therapy session. But please, with Winnie, no Richard. I'm Taylor Strecker coming to you live from Facebook, also live from the flight deck at the historic Gray Bar building here in New York City. You guys, let's go to the clip that created this mess.
Hey. Oh my God. You're in love with Charles.
I am. I do love him. I know that I shouldn't, but I do. And you're so nice.
Hey.
You're so nice, and I'm so sorry.
Right? Everyone's crying. Again. We just cried. We're crying again. It's unsynchronized passion at its worst. I'm telling you, these two can never get it right. Finally, Liza admits to being in love with Charles, but is it too late? Tell us what you think, yes or no. We're gonna get to that in just a little bit, but first, I'm hanging out with some lovely men, our men of September. These are some sexy guys, I'm not gonna lie. We've got Redmond, AKA Michael Urie. Hey, honey.
Hey, how are you?
Good. And Grant Sloss, staff writer of tonight's Younger episode. You trying to kill us? Oh
Yes.
my, you are.
100%.
Just wanted to make sure it's intentional. Yes. And of course, you, our special guests at home and in our live studio audience. Make some noise. We want to hear from you tonight during our fan break, where we read your comments and we answer your questions. So Liza has finally told her truth about her feelings towards Charles. So in honor of her, the cocktail of the night is the confession. Cheers, guys. Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
I'm not going to mess up my makeup because I'm that kind of a girl. I'll have a sip later. Okay. Liza's suffering, major. I'm feeling the pain. Are you guys on a scale of 1 to 10? What are you going to say?
I'm gonna like an 8.
An 8?
I'm pretty moved
You're
by
not giving
that.
her a full 10?
Well, I mean, I saw it coming because I read the script, when we saw the episode.
Fair.
I was very moved by that, and I've seen it twice now. I've seen that scene twice now, and I'm still moved by it.
Me too.
Sutton
Chills.
Foster is incredible.
She really is, right?
Really going on a limb saying that. She's amazing.
So good.
Grant, on a scale of 1 to 10, what are your feelings? I mean, you wrote the damn thing, so.
I did. It would be a 10. I'm going to give it a 9 because it's a mess of her own making.
Ooh, harsh. I like where this is going. Well, do you guys think it actually took Pauline to force Liza to admit her true feelings about being in love with Charles?
Well, there is something to be said for, watching him.
Caress the hand?
Yes.
It's
Her
real
caressing-
now, yeah.
That made me
there's
very...
like legit competition.
Yeah,
And not
so-
just, and she's the mother of his children. She's not just some woman that's come along.
She's not just some little 26-year-old at work. She's his ex-wife.
And she's
Yeah.
so aw shucks about everything, isn't she?
I know.
Just so like,
Yeah,
beep,
she
beep.
sure
Who, Pauline?
Oh, yeah.
I don't feel like you buy it, though.
No, no, I don't. I'm a
Okay.
girl, okay? I've
What do
seen
you
it
think
before.
she has ulterior motive?
Of course I do.
You don't think
Keep
she
your
just-
friends close and your enemies closer. Enemies closer. Words to live
The men
by.
in the den are shook
Whether you
right
mess
now.
it up or not. Okay, well, last week Liza chose her career over romance, and she's clearly having a change of heart. Do you think she's majorly regretting her decision to choose career over Charles?
Oh, good question. I don't know.
Do you think she regrets it?
Yeah. But I mean, choosing career over love is kind of the smart move. But now, what do you think?
I think probably in the moment she regrets it, but this is the reason she's doing everything. So to potentially throw it all
Also,
away
that
would
Pauline factor was not going away.
Right.
That would have been even more complicated if she'd chosen love.
Would it have been wrong, though, for her to go with him because of Pauline? Not really. Pauline...
No, but she would have shown back up.
Correct.
Or she was already there.
Pauline's a rash. She's not going away.
And then there's those kids. See?
Pauline's a rat.
Ruining everything.
Pauline's a rat.
Okay, well, Grant, I have to ask you, what's driving the decisions to take the story in this direction?
With the ex-wife and the...
With Charles and Liza never happening. At this point, it
Because
feels like.
it's what
Oh,
everybody
Michael
wants.
just gave a very interesting look to me.
you
You
really
may have
think-
missed it, but it was very telling.
I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know beyond this episode.
You don't, neither do I.
No, I don't know
Neither
anything.
do I.
But Grant,
That's not true.
liar.
No, I know beyond I know the next episode, and
Right,
then
right.
it's an empty.
So what's
void.
driving the course?
You have to keep them apart. They're maybe fated lovers, and if you get them together, then what's left?
Well, what's it like to see the vision from like the table read to then on screen? Because it's got to really be way more impactful, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Same?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, from a table read, you've been to plenty of
Yeah.
them. They're not
I was
like.
at that table read.
And?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my God. But watching it, it's, at the table read, it's like,
We're not playing with live ammo at table read.
Right.
but-
Right.
And we're imagining what it's going to be like. And we're also, I remember thinking, the fans are going to go nuts for this episode.
I destroyed my apartment, so thanks. I'll be sending you a bill.
You did? Like, you threw things around?
I threw lamps. I smashed windows. That's normal, right?
Yeah.
I think it is.
Totally,
I think
totally.
it is.
Ask the fans. I don't know.
Well, something that I do like, it seems that Zane wants Kelsey back professionally as well as personally, but Redmond is on the same page as Kelsey. He's not going to let those cheekbones talk their way back in. Take a look.
Redmond, I know you're concerned about your client going with an independent, but let me assure you, I can sell Edward L.
Craigslist could sell him. Get over yourself. You can find him an established publisher run by a grown-up, but I'm not going to let him leave Rivington to join you in the gig economy.
We'd be streamlined and open to new distribution strategies. Kelsey, help me explain to Redmond what we're planning here.
We aren't planning anything. Lunch is on me. Redmond, thank you for helping me clear that up.
Sure.
Kelsey, wait.
Oh, Peloton on 23rd. And never forget about.
I love it. Okay, Michael, very serious question.
Yeah.
Tell me about Zane's booty.
I got to look at it all day.
Okay, just like give me a word. Give me a word. Is it juicy? Is it a donkey booty?
I
Come
would
on.
say like Granny Smith apple.
Ooh.
Round and a little tart.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, Grant, describe who Agent Redmond is to you when you're writing him.
Well, now he's Michael Urie.
Right.
No, he's a shark. Like
Yeah.
he's not going to get screwed over by anybody, and so if somebody tries, he's going to get a free lunch out of the deal, and then smack somebody down and look at their butt.
He never pays.
And
No.
what do you like about playing Redmond?
Oh, Redmond has the best words. He has such good dialogue.
He does.
Every time I get a new script, I scour the pages to see what juicy lines of dialogue I'll get. And this, that's like a little, it's always like a little tongue twister.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, I love it. No, you're kidding. That's my favorite. I love that stuff. It's delightful. It's juicy. He's mean.
But he's so lovable. Despite he's snarky and nasty, but like you just can't help but love him and want him to be your best friend.
They're frenemies.
Yes.
They're frenemies.
Well, I also have to ask you, what's your favorite scene you ever shot as Redmond?
Oh, well, it's got to be the swan scene. The scene where I was on the inflatable swan.
Oh my God, the best. First of all, what is it like to be on camera in your bathing suit? Is it terrifying?
Well, you're starving because you haven't eaten in several days. But like when I got there that day, I was like, okay, I haven't eaten in days.
Yes.
I'm in a bathing suit, and then there's Nico.
Being his Nico-y
Planking
self.
between takes.
And
Honey, you hold a candle. Let's
and
just
I
say
just
that. Okay?
gave up. No, you give up. When you see Nico in a bathing suit, you give up. You say no. There's no. It's sort of like remember the eclipse. It's sort of like don't look directly into the sun. It's sort of like that when Nico's in a bathing suit, and so you sort of like just give it up, and you're like, well, I've got this to enjoy.
Hand me a Twinkie. I feel it right here, right now.
But that was a great scene because I had another great, long, beautiful monologue. It's hilarious, delightful tongue twisters and metaphors and all these like crazy
And
lines.
spinning on a swan.
And I was
And
spinning on an inflatable swan. It
Was the
so
choreography
fun.
hard, actually?
It was a little hard.
It's
to
as-
I could
figure
say.
out.
It's as close to a stunt as we've come on Younger.
You're like Tom Cruise. You do your own stunts.
Yeah, well, of course.
Grant, Kelsey, and Zane have insane chemistry. What is it like on set between these two in real life?
In real life, they're not. I mean, on the show they're trying to take each other down
But it's also
constantly, or
electric,
trying to
but
sleep
that
with each other.
chemistry's like it's like
It's palpable.
tangible. Yes.
But it's because they're both such good actors. Like
Right.
when the camera's off, they're just like
Totally.
sweet, lovable people. They're not trying to destroy or seduce
Or
each
do
other.
each other?
Yeah.
Well, boo.
Sorry.
And I have to ask you, how hard was it to find a Zane for Kelsey?
Really, really hard.
Mm-hmm.
We saw so many people audition and tape, and then Charles, who ended up getting the role, read one line, and Darren Star goes, "That's him."
What do you think it was? The sparkle in his eye?
He's
Or
so
dat
smooth.
booty.
He's just, we didn't see the booty on the audition tape, so I can't say. But he's just really smooth. Like
Yep.
he had exactly the swagger we wanted. So.
Oh, they're delicious together.
They're
I love
really
every
good.
second of it. Well, now to our first fan break. Let's hear what you had to say about Liza's chances with Charles now that he has seemed to move on, okay? Is it too late, according to you? Going to Facebook, Vicky says, no, it's not too late for Liza and Charles. And then she says a very excited ugh, with lots of exclamation points. Bridget says, yes, she told him they shouldn't be together, so he listened. Well, she didn't mean it. She's a woman.
He didn't believe that.
And Jessica says, no, I don't think it's too late, but Charles has to set boundaries with crazy ex-wife. He's sending mixed signals. I agree. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
They're both sending mixed signals.
Yes, she's totally sending mixed signals.
Yeah. Well, you mean Liza and Pauline.
No,
And Charles.
Liza's
And
sending mixed.
This,
I think
this
everybody
triangle.
is.
Everyone, yeah.
Everybody's confused.
It's a whole lot of mixed signals going on.
Well, thank you guys for your responses. Our next fan break is in about 5 minutes. Diana and Richard, they are donezo. We want to know if you think that Diana was a little too harsh to Richard, just kicking him out without giving him much time to collect his things.
He
Yes
lied
or
to
no?
her.
He did.
He
Well,
lied
we
to
know what
her.
Michael thinks. So what do you think?
I'm always Team Diana.
Tell us on Facebook. Well, I have to say, so am I. No woman is better equipped to handle a breakup than Diana herself. Take a look at the moment when Trout kicked Dick out.
Diana, please, please. We are so good together. You were so closed off when we first met. Look how you've grown.
I have grown. A few months ago, I thought I had to put up with someone I knew was manipulating me, and now I know I deserve better. I'm gonna be late.
Can I have a few days to find a place for us to live?
That's how this all started. There are boxes and tape laid out in the closet. Please be out before I come back.
Ooh, girl. Yes. Nobody is stronger than her. I love it. Well, Diana's done with lying, Richard. She's done with all of the lies, like you screamed out. He was a liar. But what happens when she finds out that Liza's been lying all this time?
Oh,
Saying what?
that is terrifying to me. I do not want her to ever find out.
I just hope she's not in a ball gown when she does.
I do, with a huge bouquet on her neck.
She saved the bouquet.
Don't
She
you
waited
hear?
until she left to put the bouquet in. He doesn't even get the bouquet.
It was so
He doesn't even
good.
deserve the poop on her neck.
Well, Diana knows her worth and has opted to being single rather than settling for Richard. What does that say about who she is? Does it mean that she's strong, or does it mean she's stubborn?
I think she's strong. I think she's very strong.
I think she's strong. I
Yep.
think she liked him, and I think he made her happy, but she saw things that he was already lying to her. What else was he going to lie about? And
Right.
it was only going to continue if he didn't cut it
Plus
off.
the kid. Oh,
Yeah.
an annoying kid, right? Live in them, then they're gonna move into a different apartment. She's gonna leave that gorgeous
I
decorated
know.
apartment?
That
I don't think so.
Stupid
Yeah.
two-bedroom. That thing was terrible.
You could smell that she was, where was she? Above, like in the upper East Side,
Yeah.
right?
Above 90th, I think.
That's where I live
know
whenever
what
I'm in the city. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Thank you,
She's going to be more upset to find out that Liza's in love with Charles than to find out that Liza is not
yes.
30.
Twist. Okay.
Don't you think?
Oh, it's
Because
he's-
she loves
he's computing
Charles.
right now.
I'll let
oh,
you know when we get there. I don't know.
Oh, honey. Well,
And Redmond will be there.
perfect timing. Grant, what do you hope for Diana in the future? Do you hope that she gets together with Charles? Is that even real? Could that even happen?
I don't think so, but I want her to find somebody who is her equal. I think she deserves that.
And Richard wasn't quite. He seemed it in the beginning.
He seemed it, but he also scammed his way into her apartment and
Yeah.
scammed his kid in and
Freeloader.
yeah. a little
Yeah.
bit.
Don't you think that Diana and Redmond would be really good friends?
I see what you're saying, and I like it.
They would like get along. They seem like they're they're on the same wavelength.
Keep pitching.
Yeah.
You know, like tennis buddies.
If you can convince Miriam to do that, to do a tennis scene.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
Done.
Miriam,
I'll work
sure.
on her any chance I
Miriam,
get.
sure.
I know. We love you, Miriam. Now to our fan break. Here's what you had to say about Diana's handling of Richard. I hope you were gentle, because I was so on board with it. Christy says, no, Diana was amazing. So proud of her for standing up for herself. Agreed. Barb says, not too harsh. Kicking out Richard was long overdue. And Marley says, absolutely not too harsh. Diana was brilliant. She stood up for herself and was proud, strong, and confident. Loved her putting on the red flower necklace as of saying she was taking back the night. You go, girl.
Taking back the night.
I love it. Okay, you guys, thank you. Our next fan break is in 5 minutes, and make it count, because it's time for questions for the boys. And it's also our last fan break, so get them in. Now to our fun break of the night. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Well, Liza decided to do the right thing, put someone else's feelings first, and it hurt. So, is doing right actually wrong? Hence the game, to lie or not to lie. A take on Shakespeare's To Be or Not to Be, in honor of Michael's return to the stage in Hamlet starting in January.
Oh.
So can you give us
Yeah, to lie or not to lie.
to
That
lie or
is
not
the
to
question.
lie? Like, but say it like, you know, like Shakespeare-ish.
Well,
You heard me. You heard
Just
what I
big and
said.
hammy.
to lie or not to lie. I won't be doing it like that.
So I'm going to read a scenario. You have cards in front of you.
Okay.
You have a to lie and a not to lie card. I read the scenario. It's from Younger, duh. And you say whether it's an opportunity to lie or not to lie. Okay, here we go. To lie or not to lie, you're trying to get a job and you think you're too old. To lie or not to lie.
It's working out pretty well.
Honeys, I'm with you.
I think
right?
it's working out pretty well for her.
If you've learned anything from the show, this is what you do in life. Okay.
HR doesn't do background checks. You're fine.
Right? Exactly. To lie or not to lie, you and your kid need a place to live, and your significant other happens to have a swanky pad.
Oh yeah, you can't lie about stuff like you
You
can't lie.
guys, I guess I'm the only freeloader in the group. I hated watching Richard do it, but I would so do it. The apartment was amazing.
Right, but don't bring a
Yeah.
kid. Don't,
Okay,
don't bring a
fine.
kid into
Leave
a
the
Gonna
kid.
room.
backfire. It will backfire.
It's so true. Yeah, using people never works out in the long run. Okay, to lie or not to lie, you've lost your job and you want to recruit your competitor for a new business venture. Think Zane and Kelsey.
That's. I think you don't lie there. Either.
You don't lie.
I'm gonna
Can't
say-
lie in business, but what about fake it till you make it?
Not when you're going to be partners.
Yep.
Cover your tracks better.
I split you
That's
guys
all
up.
I'm
You're going to be partners. You're going to be partners. She wants to be partners with this person.
You're very impassioned. Partners.
They're going to be partners.
You're impassioned and I'm just dead-eyed. Right. Just right.
To lie or not to lie, your colleague might damage the company's reputation if her truth is revealed. Liza.
Oh yeah, well that's a lie.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. For millennial guys.
You're
for
already in too
millennial.
deep.
Yeah, you're in too deep.
And then, because you want to date someone, you are complicit in their lies. That would be Diana for a little bit. And the truth is, that means you're lying to yourself.
Well, wait, but she knew she was lying on his behalf.
Well, she was lying to herself, too.
Don't lie.
I say don't lie, because I lie to everybody but myself.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, that's self-love right there. That should be a slogan for self-love. Well, now on to your questions for Michael and Grant. Let's go to Facebook. So we have a question for Grant. What do we think will happen with Jay? Will he expose her secret? Ooh, great question.
I think no. I think the guy that holds her while she's crying over another man
Yeah.
is the nice guy, and
Well-
he's not going to do that.
What happens if he starts to really get resentful?
Well, listen, she shouldn't screw him over in any way.
Yeah.
She
No,
should
no,
be
no.
super nice to him, but he is a nice guy.
He's a nice
He's
guy.
a nice guy.
And they're done, right? They're over. I mean,
I think so.
I think they're
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
He's not gonna.
We've all known a Jay.
Yeah, he's a good
Yeah.
guy.
Some of us have been a Jay. We know.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
doesn't want to
Have you
hurt
guys
her,
been a
and he
Jay?
doesn't want to hurt. Huh?
Like the
Have
nice
you guys
guy.
been a Jay? Well, no,
sure,
no, no.
yeah, I've been
Not
a
the
Jay.
nice guy. The guy who someone's like, oh, this is the nice guy, and they don't date you.
Yeah.
No way, I don't believe it.
Yeah, sure.
You guys are too good looking for that. Just saying. Not saying that Jay's bad looking, just saying you guys are exceptional. You're like models. Okay, and let's go to Facebook for a question for Michael. What has been your favorite scene to shoot so far? You kind of answered
I
it.
kind of answered that, but I'll say another really fun scene was earlier this season. Sutton and I did a scene at this outdoor cafe,
Thinking, going through Rolodex.
where she needed
Episode 5.
Oh, good.
Okay,
Wow.
that
Are you
helps.
kidding? Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my God.
And she needed a writer. She asked me to help her find a writer to take over this moniker of a romance novelist. And
Yes.
yeah, and it was very funny scene. But I was getting over a breakup, and I downed a glass of. It was like a cranberry vodka. But when we were shooting, it was just cranberry because you don't drink on the job.
Yes,
Because we're not getting paid for this.
well, guess someone who's not drinking
Are we?
is.
Are we?
Yeah, and compliments from me. You're welcome.
Anyway, we did this
Yeah.
scene like 10 times, and I drank like 10 glasses of cranberry juice.
Oh my God.
And I don't have a UTI.
I was gonna say, you definitely don't have a UTI. Now to our audience questions, our live studio audience questions. Okay, pretty brunette in the front.
Hi, my name is Tara. I'm from Long Island, and my question is for Michael. Who is the silliest cast member, and what is the funniest thing that has happened on set?
Oh, well, I mean, Miriam Shore is the silliest cast member, easily, I
Yeah.
would say. But I'm not with her on set, so I don't know. The funniest thing that probably happened on set was when we were shooting the scene, the Swan Day,
Yes.
the day of the Swan scene, and I had been trying to get a little bit of color because I'm quite pale. And I knew I'd be in my bathing suit all day. And so I was a little early, and I laid out, because we were out on this.
You didn't burn, did you?
No, I didn't burn, but I laid out, and I was like, I'll just get a little bit. And I opened my eyes at one point, and who's laying next to me but Nico Tortorella?
Stop. He's
In,
haunting you.
in his, like, Speedo. And somebody took a photo, and I was like, all right, I'll be in a photo with Nico. And when I saw it, it looked like... I mean, it looked like... I looked like... I looked like a blinding white light next to a gorgeous... It was like the banana and the split. I was the banana, and he was the creamy, delicious chocolate sauce. And that,
Everybody just ate around
and that
you.
photo was, yeah, and everybody ate around the banana. And it was like, and then everybody who ate it was allergic to bananas. And then it like blew up on Instagram because
Right.
Nico.
I would eat your banana any day. Just saying, as a compliment.
Wow.
And he's blushing. Okay, let's go to, and so am I. Let's go to the second question. I don't want your banana. And you don't want me to want your banana. I get it. Okay, second question. Please, God, save me from myself.
Hi, I'm Mariana from New York, and my question's for Grant. Which character do you relate to in real life the most?
Well, Liza, because I've been saying I'm 26 for about 7 years. I think Kelsey. I think I admire how driven and ambitious she is, and I hope that I'm that confident in myself. I'm usually not, though.
Yeah. I'm with you on both fronts. Yep. Well, guys, we're almost out of time. I have one last question for you. We spoke about Charles and Liza, Kelsey and Zane, and Diana and Richard, but what about Josh and Claire? Okay, Josh has packed up and he's moved to Ireland, or heading to Ireland. We don't know how long. What do you think of them together? It's been 3 weeks. Is it love or is it lust?
I'm not into it.
Michael,
Excuse me, I'm
bless you,
allergic
he's
to
allergic
it.
to
I'm
it.
actually allergic to it.
I am too.
Did you watch that scene in bed with them? No, that
Yeah,
was so
it was
cute.
very sweet. They're very. I mean, I like looking at them.
Yes.
But I don't know. I don't think it. I think it's.
Do you
a
want him
little-
with Liza? Is that
Of
why?
course, I want him with Liza.
Yeah.
What about Charles?
I want. I don't know. I don't know.
Neither does she. It's fun. That's great.
But I don't. I mean, it's hard to watch him with someone else. I
It's
have
very
trouble.
hard.
Ask Sutton Foster how hard that was to watch.
Really?
Oh yeah.
No way.
Yeah, she gets both of them do get.
Yeah.
If they have to fight, if they had when they broke up, they get very tense about it.
As viewers, they get they feel the way we feel.
Before they shoot it, when they're on set, they're like, oh, I don't want to break up with Nico. I don't want to fight with Nico or
I don't
whatever.
want to watch Nico kiss another girl.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes my heart.
What about a guy?
They're so cute.
What about a guy?
What
about
about
a
Nico
guy?
kissing
What
another guy?
about
I don't know, an
Redmond?
agent. A Sharky agent.
A shark.
This
Hey.
spinoff is lit. I mean, we're doing it.
Well, you guys, we will see if the Irish goodbye turns into Irish luck for Josh when those two, Josh and Claire, are on our final episode next Wednesday night. Yes, you heard it. You don't want to miss the finale of Younger or the finale of Getting Younger. That's it for us tonight. Thank you, Michael Urie.
Thank you.
Thank you, Grant Sloss, for consoling me, Taylor Strecker, in Getting Younger. And thank you, friends, for engaging, tweeting, snapping, gramming, Facebooking, everything tonight and every night. Also, make sure to follow us all week long on all social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of them using @YoungerTV and use that hashtag Getting Younger. We're going to see you next Wednesday night when we're going to be joined by Phoebe and Nico, also known as Claire and Josh. Oh, they're so cute. And we leave you now with some hilarious bloopers.
I've missed you.
We have the biggest wizard writer.
Fantasy.
Wizard. So tired.
You ready? Okay. Sorry. It's okay. No, let's go back. Sorry. Oh, me. Hi. No, don't.
And lastly,
Reminder, or maybe not lastly, maybe I'm gonna start again.
Yeah, why don't you start again?
I'm gonna start again. I like starting again.
But marriage vacation is our first step towards a more mature something. Territory. Yeah. Okay.